Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage L583-051 transfer lever. This is an internal component that is used in the mortise lock cassette of several different functions of mortise locks. The transfer lever, and there is an exploded diagram down below. This is for lots of lock cases. And suffice it to say, just from looking at the drawing, if you have two things, a cylinder and a latch, you're going to have a transfer lever. So probably a very common item to end up seeing is the bottom line. Okay. That's what this is going to be used for. So this video is really just going to serve as visual evidence of what the transfer lever looks like. Very handy, obviously, that Schlage makes parts drawings available. Overall length, just for the sake of taking the dimension, about 2 5/16. Overall width of the primary body portion looks like it's about 1/2 inch. Okay. Thickness, that might be helpful, about 11/16. Now there is that link below this video to the exploded parts diagram that shows that L583-051. There is a note there that says must be barrel lubricated to obtain approximately 0.3 millimeter of film thickness prior to assembly. I generally see a white lithium grease used on the internal componentry of mortise locks. Okay. What would be helpful, let's switch to the screen view of this recording so that we can take a look at the service manual where this item would be found. So this is the item that we're looking at here. They indicate a link to the L series service manual here, and we're dealing with the L583-051. Open up that L manual and then do a search for the L583-051, and it will indeed show up about 30 times and give you an idea of the functions that it's used in. Okay, keyed functions here. And as you continue to scroll through the document, you will see all of the different functions that it's available in. All of these keyed, electrified, obviously not electrified. Okay. A little easier to see on the L9082 what the transfer lever looks like with, with the other functions having so many additional parts. Like I said, if you have a cylinder and a latch, you will have the transfer lever, which is here. Okay, your tailpiece is going to kick that back, or forgive me, it's going to push it forward. It will tip it forward. That's going to force that latch to go back. Okay, so that's a great shot of where that's installed. What I mean to say is it strips out all of these other parts that really serve to make the drawing look a little more overly complicated. A little lag on the zooming here. I apologize. Okay, so that document's really handy. Now what's handy about it is, let's say that you knew that you were doing an L9080. You could get to the parts drawing for the L9080, which is a Schlage storeroom lock. And we will get to it eventually. Lock case function, here we go. Here's your L9080. The important thing about spending the time to find this document is it will list all of the other parts that you might use on this unit. Obviously then along with the part numbers of them. So we're obviously dealing with part number 39. 39 is transfer lever, L583-051. Beautiful. Okay, let's switch back to the product that we're working on. Now what I'd like to call your attention to is the link to the manufacturer's page. That's really handy because that will allow you to see a tremendous quantity of resource documents, catalogs, technical manuals, things of that nature. What may be important to you would be the service manual link. That would be for all of the Schlage locks that we have. The master template link. Cylinders and key blanks quick reference guide. That's all handy to have. Primus service manual. There is an Everest service manual here as well. Everest service manual. Archival catalogs. If you want to see what Schlage was doing in 1972, there's their catalog. Okay. The current catalog is here. A link to the manufacturer's website is here. Let's finish up this video on camera. Okay, so again, this is the transfer lever, a very typical and common item. Schlage does a really great job at not only publishing the data as we've evidenced, as we've witnessed, but they do a great job at responding to technical questions, either phone or email. They just do a phenomenal job. They're under the Allegion corporate umbrella. Their sister companies are going to be Schlage, LCN, Von Duprin. Okay, so a triumvirate, front of exceptional, manufacturers of locks, exit devices, and door closers. Tremendous technical support and a good company all around. You do need to, if you're considering a decision to buy one lock or 1,000 locks, let's say realistically 300 if you're doing a hospital or more, many more, you're going to want to really gauge who has the best technical support, because the cost up front to purchase the locks is X. The real cost is what is it going to cost me in year 10 to maintain these locks. That's what you'll need to think about. I don't know that there's been a change to the L series lock since the 1980s. There has been, but being able to speak to people at the factory to say, I have an L series lock from 1985, will this part work on it? And every time that I ask questions of that nature, I get an absolutely emphatic answer. The people that I'm talking to know their product. Any questions on the L583 051 transfer lever or any other Schlage product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.